Administration Capstone Ignite presentation. Today I want to take you on a journey through my experience in the College of Charleston's MPA program. In order to do this though, I kind of need to start before I got here because the journey began long before I even knew what terms like public service motivation meant. My parents from a young age instilled this public service motivation in me way before I learned the term to describe them. Our summers were spent organizing camps for underserved youths, delivering aid to people in foreign countries with needs. Oftentimes my extracurriculars were spent helping with disaster relief through our local church, volunteering at local food pantries, or serving as a victim's advocate on the South Carolina's youth court. Having this motivation to serve the public was the easy part for me. It started for me at a young age. But how to put it into practice was a little bit more challenging. I started school at Lander University as a history major with secondary certification. That wasn't quite the right fit for me though, so I found myself at Clemson University as a sociology major. Still not the right fit. So then I ended up going to the College of Charleston and I found my home here in the psychology department, because what a better way to help people. Much to my parents' surprise, even with my multiple transfers and credits from 5 different institutions, I was still able to finish my bachelor's degree in 4 years in 2013. Then came the age-old dilemma of most recent college graduates. Should I enter the workforce? Should I take a gap year? Should I continue my education? So for me, I decided that I was going to discover myself through travel. I chose to travel to as many places as I could and learn as much about different cultures as possible. From Colombia to Greece, I wanted to experience it all, and pretty soon my gap year turned into 2, and into 3, and into 5. So while I was traveling, I kept my eye out for master's programs so that I could continue my ultimate goal of continuing my education. I was accepted into the Citadel's master's program in school psychology, but that wasn't the right fit for me either. I was accepted in Wake Forest's clinical psychology program. That also didn't feel like a right fit or a right price tag for me. So one day I wondered what my alma mater had to offer me, and that's when I discovered the MPA program. I read up on the program, I talked to some recent graduates and former students, and I thought, this could be the right fit. So I applied and once again became a cougar. After I applied, I spoke with 2 of my uncles. They encouraged me to pursue this program. After all, public service is basically our family business. My uncle David, he was the mayor of our small town for 13 years until he retired. My uncle Wayne was a senior operations manager at the Greenville Public Works Department, and somehow a career in public sector had never even occurred to me. Here in the MPA program, I was taught to value and seek out diverse perspectives through assignments like the Verna Myers DI training in human resources, capacity building exercises in nonprofit, bridging gaps between our community organizations. I've learned to value these diverse voices. Through my experience in public policy, urban policy, housing policy, and human resources, I've learned how to better participate in the public policy process. Completing assignments like Dr. Kwok's policy report and Dr. Mapp's housing policy report, I learned to analyze, synthesize, think critically, solve problems, and make evidence-informed decisions about policies. Through assignments in public policy and nonprofit leadership, I've learned to think critically and evaluate various policies and programs, learned how to apply various theoretical frameworks like PET to the policy process, and that has allowed me to be a better participant in the policy process as a whole. In managing financial resources, I learned to use a budget as a tool to communicate with the public in a way that would make our priorities transparent. Managing financial resources through budgeting became an art of communication, allowing me to transparently showcase our priorities to the public. This knowledge culminated in an opportunity for me to apply what I had learned beyond the classroom. I applied for and was accepted to the Municipal Association of South Carolina's Build a Bench program and received an internship placement from the deputy director. Over this past summer, I had the privilege of working at the town of James Island. Directly with Nikki Grimble, she's the town administrator and also CFC MPA program graduate, so that was a unique experience for me. And the Mayor Woolsey, who was a former professor at the Citadel, I got to serve with him for his last term. I had the opportunity to work on projects like the Employee Handbook Review and make policy recommendations based on my research. I built the Historic Pathways Applet on the GoGov platform and participated in intergovernmental meetings and agreements with the James Island Public Service Department. So what's next for me? First, I'm going to spend some time with family in the Yucatan. I'm going to take my laptop though so I can begin my job hunt because job hunting sounds a lot more enjoyable near a beach than maybe with a margarita in hand. But in all seriousness, I hope to be a leader in local government who values diverse perspectives, supports policies which are equitable and fair, and who advocates for our marginalized communities.